Welcome to the Star Podcast.
Whoa. Star Podcast.
Welcome to the Star Podcast, hosted by Natt. Each week, we share tips and stories from safety, trucking, and recruitment, and everything in between. Listen now. Welcome back to another episode of the Star Podcast. Today we have Wayne Reid, who is an industrial safety trainer at Natt Safety Services in the Brockville office, and he joins us and he shares a little bit more about the Brockville location, which is great because we haven't really talked a lot about the different locations for Natt Safety. So it's nice to speak to Wayne about that, but he also dives in and he shares a personal story about why safety in the workplace and safety training is so near and dear to his heart. So that's a really great story to listen to. I had no idea that Wayne went through that. So he shares that. He shares a really good safety takeaway that any business can implement into their business. And so this is a great episode to listen to. So thank you, Wayne, for joining us, and listen now. Well, I just want to welcome Wayne to the podcast. Wayne is one of the safety trainers in our newer Brockville location. So welcome to Wayne.
Thanks, Leslie. It's nice to be here. It's fun working for Natt Safety Service.
Awesome. Yeah, it'll be great to get a little bit more information about you. So I was hoping that you could start off just by sharing a little bit about who you are and how you got to where you are today.
Well, I've worked in various jobs. I worked for the Ontario government, and that's where I met my wife in Northern Ontario. 25 years married, so I guess I'm doing something right. And then my career took a switch to the food industry, so I started working for Hershey Canada. And on working for Hershey Canada, I stayed as a safety assistant manager for the union. And my job was an operator one, and I made 1 million peanut butter cups a day.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I've learned a lot about safety on the job in the food industry, and I believe in giving everybody a safe working experience, especially our young workers today. I've watched summer students come in. They meet with me as the safety rep for the company and for the union, and I take them through for a short brief of the safety policies at the company. But then, especially lockout, tagout, I elaborate more, because the tradition of lockout, tagout, you lock it out, you tag it out, no one shows them that they should restart the machine. And a lot of accidents happen by people confident, hey, I followed the lockout, tagout rule, I can jump in and fix the machine, and then a hydraulic thing or gravitational that they didn't foresee happens to them, and that causes an injury. So if they would have restarted the machine or tried to, that extra time can save their lives or save them from going to the hospital as well. My background, I was training for another company here in Brockville, and I started looking at Natt Safety Services, and it was second to none. The best programs out there, the best trainers out there. So I wanted to be a part of that. So I came up here and joined it, and I've loved it. It's like having a family experience. They treat me like family, nice. My coworkers. Oh. So
Very nice.
I come to Sudbury for 2 weeks of training, and I was welcomed open arms, and it was a lot of fun meeting Chris and Daryl and Wayne and Teresa, and they're the backbone of the company, and I've learned a lot from them, and to carry forth here on the job here in Brockville.
Oh, that's so amazing. So you were teaching safety training, and then you came to Natt Safety. So what different courses are you teaching for Natt Safety now?
I teach working at heights, crane and rigging. I'm just going to learn. I just learned confined space and awareness, and I'll be taking more training on attendant as well. So I'll be able to train that soon as well.
Oh, that's amazing. So how is the training with the working at heights and the rigging and the overhead crane? How has that been going?
A whole new experience doing it the Natt Safety way. It's a better program. Because I've taught the other program, and now I've seen the Natt Safety Service program, and it's non-comparable. It's better.
Well, that's always good to hear. It's always good to have that extra level of safety or knowledge with a safety program. So that's great to hear. You said you're in Brockville. So for anyone who's local to the Brockville area, and I know that we provide safety training not just in Brockville, but surrounding areas. So can you get into that a little bit? Where the location is in Brockville so that anyone local can kind of understand, and then all the different areas that we service.
Our office in Brockville is located on 3425 Coons Road, which is just off of Highway 29 North and Unit 1. It's a small little office for now, but we hope to grow out of this space by the end of the year. That's our goal. Our new operations manager and our new administrative manager, that's our goal, to grow out of this space by the end of the year. We service the Ottawa area, Smith Falls area, Perth, up to Chalk River, Petawawa, all the way down to Cornwall and north of Cornwall, like Alexandria, Hawkesbury, all up the Ottawa River as well, down the St. Lawrence Seaway and the Ottawa River. And our western border is Trenton, and we do some work in Bowmanville, or if we're called out to do work for our other company in Vaughan, we're there to support them as well.
Oh, perfect. So Michael Cassidy is the account manager that services that area. So anyone, I can put his information also in the show notes of the podcast. So if anyone has any questions, they can reach out to you, of course, but they could reach out to Michael if they had any sales specific questions for sure.
Yeah, and we have a new operations manager, Steve Roberts, that just joined us. So he's working hard as well. And a great fit for our team here in Brockville. So that's why I think we're going to grow out of this office within a year.
Well, that's a good goal to have. Yes, I'm glad that you mentioned it, Stephen, because that's kind of an extra, like an up level for the company, is having these field operations managers who oversee the operations and the safety and the jobs and all of that. So I think that's great that you mentioned Stephen, for sure.
Yeah, and then we have a new lady too that started as an administrative assistant, Cora Chevrier, and Kara's doing a fine job, great job. She's just started this week, so she has lots to learn, but she's dug right in quickly and is very helpful to both of us.
Oh, great. That's awesome to hear about all the growth in the Brockville office. So that's very exciting. So I know that you teach safety training, so you know it's important, and you shared a little bit at the start of why it's important to eliminate workplace accidents and injuries and that kind of thing. But why to you is training so important, good safety training?
Because I wear glasses today because of an industrial accident at a workplace.
Oh, really? Really?
As I said, I worked at Hershey, Canada. We moved this chocolate and Rober, which puts bottom chocolate and top chocolate on an O. Henry bar. And we've moved it a dozen times. And that day I had a student with me, and I said to the student, here's what I explained to him all the hazards. And I said, here's what I'd like you to do today. You'll work on my right. We'll lay the rail system in the concrete floor, all unhook everything, and then we'll move it together, push it back into position on the rail system, but we'll go very slowly. So we were wearing our bump caps, our hairnet, our safety glasses, all our PPE that is required to do the job. Well, that day, a high pressure glycol line got slid open by the exhaust port of the machine. And it's something that all 20 years and me as a safety rep at the company could never foresee happening. And this machine moved every day in and out. And that day, the exhaust pipe sliced the hydraulic line, the glycol line, and it sprayed a fine mist out on my helmet, down in my hairnet, my safety glasses, and I spent 4 hours at an eye wash station at the factory because my other coworker on first aid that day was a volunteer fireman. So he made me stay 4 hours in the eye wash. And then the ambulance came, they took me to the hospital, then they flew me to Ottawa, where I spent another 4 hours with little suction cups on my eyes with 2 IV lines wide open to flush my eyes. The eye surgeon in Ottawa told me if it would have been in heat up mode, I would have lost my eyesight that day. But since it was in cool down mode, The glycol was mixed with water as a cooling agent or as a heating agent as well, and it was down to about 64 degrees. So it was just getting the pH level down in my eyes. But now I wear glasses and I have progressive bifocals because of that accident. And as I said, we get complacent on our jobs every day. We moved that piece of equipment, never ever had anything fail until one day it did fail. And I was kind of relieved that I put the student on my right than putting him in where I was, because normally they would put, because it's a lighter area to push. I gave him the heavy area, but it's more risk at that area that I was in for a pinch.
Oh, wow.
So I made the call to put him in a better area, and I'm glad I did for his
Absolutely.
safety.
Wow.
So
Well,
that's
for sure, something like that happening would absolutely, it's always safety first. So thanks
Yeah.
for sharing your story.
Yeah, thank you.
So now you just want to share your experience and share your knowledge and help people have safer workplaces.
Exactly, especially the older workers that have been there 20 years and they've been doing the job, but look out at the job. Take a look at it. I should have taken a look at it that day. A better inspection may have saved my eyesight. Who knows, right? Hindsight's always 20/20, but always be aware of your situation and the environment around you, and just take the time to take a look at everything before proceeding. And
Absolutely.
That's why I teach a lot of companies down in our area that it's called a Take 5. So if you've never done a job before and you've been 20 years on a job and a machine breaks, you've never seen that accident that happened before, then you lock it out, shut it down, take 5, fill out a paperwork saying, okay, what just happened? How can I fix it? Who do I need what are the people I need to fix it? Be an engineer or electrician or millwright. And it just sets you back that 5 minutes of asking key questions about what you're going to do and who you're going to involve. And then the procedure, is it hot work or is it hydraulic, or anything can happen? And it just gives you the extra 5 minutes. And I talk about Take 5s a lot. A lot of industries here are now using it. It's not something that's new. It's something that's been out there for a long time, but it's to get companies to implement it. And it's for the older workers or the younger workers. Okay, I've never seen this happen to the machine before. What do I do? Well, the Take 5 says stop, lock out, take a look, and evaluate what you want to do.
Yeah,
Pardon?
that's a really good safety tidbit for people to take away that they can implement today into their business.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What are the safety factors? What can hurt me? What can hurt me? And what do I have the proper PPE to go ahead and do this repair to this machine? It just gets you thinking. The more we think about safety, the better off we are.
Well, thank you so much for coming on here and sharing your own personal story and sharing some insights into the different training that's available at Natt Safety. If someone had a question about maybe the working at heights, or maybe they had a question about your Take 5 safety tip that you shared, how can people get in contact with you?
They can reach me on the Natt emails or extension 301 here at the Brockville office.
Perfect. I'll put the phone number and your email address and the website and everything in the show notes so anyone who's listening can get that information. But I just want to thank you, Wayne, because this was really informative and interesting episode. So I think it was great that you could join me.
Well, thank you, Leslie. I was happy to join you in the new year. And next year, we'll be talking about in our new office because we're going to be bigger next year.
All right. We'll see.
Star Podcast.
Wow. Star Podcast.